There's been a lot of talk about how we can move this conversation of race forward for positive, lasting change. A pastor in Somerset, New Jersey, who helped resolve a very high-profile case in the past, says that the first and most important step is listening.
I believe that any problem created by humans can be solved by humans.
Pastor DeForest Soaries leads the First Baptist Church of Lincoln Gardens in Somerset, New Jersey, also that state's first black Secretary of State. You may remember him as the man who mediated the meeting in 2007 between the Rutgers women's basketball team and late radio personality Don Imus after he made disparaging remarks about the team.
The young women that he described sit in these pews in this building. The first thing that happened after Mr. Imus made his remarks was that I called him.
You called him directly?
On the telephone.
And what did you say?
What I wanted him to understand was that these young women were living lives that would be impacted perhaps forever.
8 days after the controversy began, Pastor Soaries had the team and Don Imus in a room at the governor's mansion in Princeton, New Jersey.
And the ground rules basically were, Mr. Imus, first, listen. And he listened for 2 hours.
He actually did an interview with CBS Sunday Morning about that.
And there was nothing I could say other than I'm sorry, and promise them that I would never give them a reason in their lifetime to be sorry that they forgave me.
Our goal was not simply publicity or to inflame the matter, but the goal was resolution.
Pastor Soaries believes the same action and intent can resolve the present swell of anger and protest after the death of George Floyd. But he says don't look for figures like Martin Luther King Jr.
Now, Dr. King did work, but the fact is local organizations, local pastors, local leadership that never made it to the stage of Dr. King had as much to do with the change as Martin Luther King himself.
Proof this isn't something Pastor Soaries just preaches. Shortly after becoming pastor in Somerset, an unarmed black man was shot by police.
The young people decided, some of the young people in the neighborhood said, we're not going to march, we're going to kill a cop, period. And we're going to do it over the weekend. I decided that Saturday night to ride in a police car. And we put the word out in the neighborhood, look, the pastor is riding with the police. If you shoot up a car, you may kill him. But in that night, for the first time in my life, I understood the fear of the police. And I think when we enter each other's worlds and see each other's realities, then we have the basis for building relationships. My goal is 5 years from now for people to think it's just as weird to protest police because we've worked through it, we've identified best practices, and to meet the police community halfway. That's my goal.